How do we stop funding from outside so that these projects that look so amazing, if you look at the billions here, I mean 45, 14, 8, and so forth, most of that is foreign funding. How do we, you said we're sitting on a minefield, how do we stop foreign funding or reliance on it?
Africa, wake up. Africa, rise up. Africa, without borders. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you. So I have some different types of analysis why foreigners are investing in Africa. And these are economical analysis. So let's just go back to the shambles that our economies are facing in Africa. And let's break it down. We have 92% of exportation in everything we use in Africa. 92% of it, it's being imported, okay? Sorry, thank you for correcting me. Now, this importation, I would like to break it down how it's done, why our governments are crying. So, somebody works so hard, gather the money, and flies to China. When he gets there, he pays for his hotel. He pays for his transportation. Then he invests the money in a manufacturer that is in China, so he can get some goods to bring it to Africa and sell. When he brings the goods back to Africa, the government of Africa charges him with a tax and a duty of 50% of the value of what he has just gone to invest to bring it into the country. This trader, this businessman is half angry already because he's paid for it and he's come to pay another 50% of the value just to get it into the country. So guess what he does? He sells it times 5 or times 10 the price he bought it for. Then when he collects all this money again, he puts it together, change it into foreign currency, off he goes again. So these people in the Western world are sitting there, and Africans are bringing bundles of money. Bundles of money. So if these Westerners were monkeys in the jungle who are looking for bananas, they would simply know that the bananas are in Africa, so let's go there. The reason why everybody brings their investment into Africa. And when they come, who do they go to? They don't go to the person that gathered the money to come and buy the product from the manufacturer. They go straight to the government, which means the investors are coming on top of our countries. They are not coming into our countries, because if they were investing within the countries, the manufacturer would probably become a partner to the trader, and business can be subsidized. Instead of importation, there will be more exportation and internal production. But in this case, this is not what is happening. There are a lot of investment coming into African countries that only end up with extraction. This is killing our economies. This is killing our GDPs. We say we turn over $57 billion in a country like Ghana when we have almost 30 million population. Now, this 30 million people, like you were talking about your 18 billion analysis, I just want to give this analysis. This 30 million people, in one of just the governmental productions of the country, which is a national demand, that's energy, electricity. When I average just 10 million people out of these 30 million people who are paying 100 to 200 cedis a month, okay, these 2 million people, 10 million people are generating 20 billion cedis, which is $4 billion. One entity generates $4 billion in a month. There must be something that the state is not doing properly with these revenues that is coming from the citizens, from the countries. We haven't talked about the taxes. We haven't talked about water bill. We haven't talked about all the bills. So if we have all these billions circulating in our system, then why do we go out there going to borrow 1 billion or 900 million? this is a question mark that we have to ask ourselves. Why are people investing in our countries? How come we, the Africans, are not investing? Dangote is one of the billionaires that have been generated out of Africa's economy. And I'm telling you, even a kid in Somalia know his name, because we only have one or two of them. So it's made him the most popular billionaire in Africa. I believe that if we change our mindset of investment and development, Africa would generate a lot more billionaires. And when you have a lot more billionaires in your economy, trust me, you don't need to borrow money. The money circulates in the system. There's more employment, there's more life, and there's better life. Thank you.
For Africa to stop or reduce foreign funding to a minimum acceptable level, Africa needs to invest and trade amongst each other through the Africa Continental Free Trade Area and give its ground that is needed to boost trade in the continent. And that can only happen if Africa invests in manufacturing, industrialization, and transformation of raw material to finished products. And finally, for Africa Continental Free Trade Area to fully gain its ground, Africa needs to be visa-free for all Africans so as to ease the movement of goods and services among Africans in Africa. For it is hard to understand that the intertrade amongst African countries account for about 16%, while Africa have a very promising continent and resources to fully industrialize. Africa, wake up. Africa, rise up. Africa without borders. Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The time is now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.